There's a Swahili proverb that says, even the best dancer on the stage must one day step down. And if there's one name in Kenya's entertainment industry that has danced longer, louder, and bolder than anyone else, it's Vera Sidika. For over a decade, she's been the face of controversy, glamour, and reinvention. Born as just another girl from Mombasa, she transformed herself into one of the most recognizable socialites in Africa, sparking endless debates, admiration, criticism, and curiosity. Vera is not just a person. She's a brand, a headline, and a conversation starter. From jaw-dropping body transformations to multi-million shilling businesses, from highly publicized relationships to sudden rebrands into motherhood, she has always found a way to keep her name trending. But like the proverb warns, no matter how captivating the performance, every act eventually faces its final bow. The real question is, when the lights dim and the music fades, what will Vera Sidika's legacy really be? Is she a fearless entrepreneur who capitalized on her fame, or simply a spectacle that thrived on controversy? Vera Sidika Shikwekwe was born on September 30th, 1989 in Mombasa, Kenya. Long before the fame, she grew up in a middle-class family and attended school, just like any other coastal girl. But even as a teenager, Vera stood out. She had an eye for style, a strong personality, and a hunger for attention that set her apart. After high school, she moved to Nairobi to pursue higher education and enrolled at Kenyatta University, where she studied art and design. It was during these formative years that Vera began to realize she didn't want an ordinary life. Nairobi was a bigger stage, a place where visibility mattered, and Vera quickly understood the power of image and influence. She started making appearances at events, parties, and music shoots, gradually building connections in Kenya's buzzing entertainment scene. By the early 2010s, she had already begun crafting the persona that the world would later come to know: bold, unapologetic, and unafraid to push boundaries in pursuit of fame. Vera Sidika's first big break came in 2012 when she appeared in P-Unit's hit music video You Guy. Her striking looks, confidence, and charisma in front of the camera immediately made her a household name. Practically overnight, Vera went from university student to one of the most talked-about socialites in Kenya. With her new fame came opportunities and controversy. She leaned into her public persona, appearing in more music videos, gracing magazine covers, and becoming a fixture at celebrity events. People couldn't stop talking about her. Was she just a video vixen, or was she building something bigger? Vera understood one key truth: visibility was currency. She knew how to stay in the headlines, whether through her glamorous lifestyle, her bold fashion choices, or her candid interviews. While critics dismissed her as famous for being famous, Vera turned every moment of attention into momentum, using controversy as a ladder to climb higher in the public eye. No conversation about Vera Sidika is complete without mentioning her body transformations. She openly admitted to undergoing cosmetic surgeries, including skin lightening procedures that sparked nationwide debates. In a country where discussions around beauty standards, race, and identity are sensitive, Vera's decisions were explosive. Critics accused her of promoting unrealistic ideals, while supporters praised her honesty and confidence. She was one of the first East African celebrities to publicly acknowledge such procedures, and that transparency, mixed with shock value, kept her firmly in the spotlight. Whether flaunting her curves on Instagram or speaking openly about the cost of her surgeries, Vera turned personal choices into national conversations. At the same time, she cultivated a reputation for extravagance, showcasing luxury trips, expensive cars, and high-end fashion. Every post, every interview, and every appearance became part of the carefully curated image: Vera Sidika, the untouchable socialite who lived life on her own terms. But Vera Sidika wasn't just about beauty and controversy. Beneath the glamorous image was a sharp businesswoman. She launched ventures like Vera Sidika Hair Lounge in Nairobi, specializing in luxury hair products and services. She also introduced V-Spa in Mombasa, positioning it as a high-end beauty destination. Beyond physical businesses, She leveraged her massive social media following to become an influencer and brand ambassador, partnering with companies across Kenya and beyond. Vera understood the value of digital platforms early on, using Instagram and YouTube not just to flaunt her lifestyle, but to monetize it. Her ability to merge fame with entrepreneurship set her apart from other socialites who faded after their moment in the spotlight. Whether it was beauty products, fashion lines, or paid promotions, Vera consistently turned attention into income. For all the criticism she faced, no one could deny that she mastered the art of transforming fame into financial opportunities. If her businesses built her credibility, her love life built her headlines. Vera Sidika's relationships have always been highly publicized, from her rumored flings with wealthy businessmen to her very public romance with musician Brown Mazo. Each relationship added another layer to her persona. Some fans saw her as a hopeless romantic who wore her heart on her sleeve, while others accused her of using relationships for publicity. In 2020, her relationship with Brown Mazo became one of the most talked-about unions in Kenya's celebrity scene. Their whirlwind romance, complete with public declarations of love and expensive gifts, dominated gossip blogs and social media timelines. Vera knew how to keep the public engaged, and her love life became part of her brand. Messy, dramatic, but always entertaining. While her personal relationships often invited criticism, they also kept her firmly planted in the center of Kenya's entertainment conversation. In 2021, Vera Sidika shocked her fans when she announced that she was pregnant with her first child. For many, this marked a turning point in her image. Suddenly, the controversial socialite who had built her fame on extravagance and boldness was stepping into a softer, more relatable role, that of a mother. She shared her pregnancy journey with her fans, posting maternity shoots, gender reveal parties, and even live updates from her delivery. The birth of her daughter, Asia Brown, was celebrated widely online, and for a moment, it seemed like Vera was rewriting her legacy. Instead of being known only for controversy, she was embracing motherhood as part of her brand. While some critics dismissed it as another publicity stunt, others admired the way she transitioned into this new phase of life. Vera proved once again that she could adapt, evolve, and stay relevant by tapping into whatever narrative kept her in the spotlight. Despite all her success, Vera Sidika has faced relentless criticism throughout her career. From accusations of promoting materialism to questions about the authenticity of her businesses, she has always been a polarizing figure. Some people see her as a role model for independence and boldness, while others label her as a symbol of vanity and excess. But one thing is undeniable: Vera is resilient. For every scandal, she has found a way to bounce back. When critics tried to dismiss her, she doubled down and reinvented herself. When the media tried to move on, she created new content to pull them back. She has lived under constant scrutiny, yet she remains unshaken, often addressing her critics head-on with a mix of confidence and defiance. It's this resilience, this refusal to fade quietly, that has kept her relevant long after many of her peers have disappeared from the limelight. So what does Vera Sidika's story teach us? She is more than just a socialite. She is a symbol of reinvention, controversy, and survival. She has built her career on bold choices, from cosmetic surgeries to business ventures, from public romances to motherhood. Each chapter of her life has been a performance, a carefully crafted act on the stage of fame. But as the proverb reminds us, even the best dancer must one day step down. Will Vera gracefully exit as a respected businesswoman and mother, or will she cling to the drumbeat of controversy until it bursts? Only time will tell. What's certain is that Vera Sidika has left an indelible mark on Kenya's entertainment industry. She is the woman who turned attention into wealth, criticism into relevance, and scandals into stepping stones. Love her or hate her, Vera's name will always echo whenever the story of African socialites is told.